Hello, Namaskar. How are you all doing? Today, I want to introduce you to this beautiful favorite deck of mine, the Power of Surrender cards. It's a typical oracle deck. I must admit that this deck has always guided me whenever I was in dilemma or when I was stressed or when I was angry. I didn't know what to do. Whenever my clients would come and ask me, I don't know, things are not going well in my life, it's this, it's that, and blah, blah, blah. When they kept on blaming the entire world but for themselves, that's when I used to do a reading from this particular deck. This deck always gives the right. Reason, right thing which we need to surrender. What is actually happening in our life because of what we are hanging on to, and that's what this particular deck does. And this is by Judith. I don't know much about this author, but I love the cards and they're really powerful. That's the reason I thought today is the best time to introduce you all to this powerful deck which I have. So as I mentioned, this is a typical oracle deck. Now this is having 52 cards, and it's all about what you have to let go to have a better life. And here is a brief note about the author or the designer or the person or the lady who designed these beautiful cards. So she is a professor from New York, and she is also what do I say? She is into psychiatric stuff in New York, and I don't want to talk much about her, though she is responsible for such beautiful cards. But it's just a small note which talks about relax and center yourself, hold the deck, and connect. How to connect with the card decks and how to shuffle them, and what questions you can ask and stuff like that. Well, I'm not doing a reading from this. I'm just showing the deck to you, showing these beautiful cards to you. So no much of reading or nothing. It's just that what are the possible things which are there, which are available, where we need to surrender, and our things, our life would make up. So these are very beautiful because they're direct cards. You get the answer direct, and then you have an explanation right here. You don't have to go and refer to another book or anything, and they're very clear. For example, if I have to just I'll just shuffle and just see what cards right now come up. Let's see. Okay, here you go. Surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breathe, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situations more calmly. Such a beautiful explanation given. You don't need any further explanation to the card, right? So surrender frustration. In case you are frustrated for something, like I am frustrated over certain things which is happening, which is not under control. Now when do you generally get frustrated, or when do you get angry, or when do you have that disgust feeling? When things are not in your control and you want to control them, that is when all these things happen. So that's the reason here it's saying surrender frustration. Frustration will not lead you anything. Frustration will not open any doors. Rather, it's not going to help you in any way, but it'll just spoil your health. So that's the reason you need to surrender it. So that one of the cards. Let's see what are the other cards here. We have surrender to effortlessness, we have surrender denial, then surrender resentments, surrender to joy. Sometimes people are very sad and this card does pop up, trust me. Surrender to non-action. Non-action is like just be still. And then surrender to your full power. This is basically when people are not up to their mark and they're just always doubting themselves. Surrender to low self-esteem. Surrender stress. The whole world is stressed right now. Surrender defensiveness. When a person is not ready to accept things, or when he or she is not ready to see the mirror. When people are trying to tell them what's wrong with them and they're not willing to see that, they're always in that zone. That is when you need to surrender defensiveness, because defensiveness is a sign of weakness. Surrender to passion, surrender to play, surrender to receiving support and love. fear of change. Many of us do have when we are trying out new job or shifting out from one place to another. We don't know how the new place is and all. So that's when this card comes up. And trust me, I have used this particular deck many times, multiple times in my readings, as a support card, or I've just pulled out a message from this particular deck. It has always helped. It has always helped. Surrender to inner peace. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. This is basically the card for those people who think that they are the best and everybody else is having a problem. So that is when you need to literally surrender to fix someone else. You can't talk about what another person feels or what happens to them. You can only control what is in your control, and that is your own emotions and not somebody else's. Surrender to trust. Surrender to complete healing. Surrender worry. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Basically, people are always in wrong relationships these days. They just want to keep trying, hopping and jumping from one relation to other, and a lot of red flags and green flag things going on. So for them, it's like, for the red flags, toxicity and stuff, surrender to unhealthy relationship. Surrender your ego. Surrender fear. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. You would have seen a lot of people around who just knows one thing, that is to please people, not because they want to get work done, but because they're habituated to be a people pleaser. And that's definitely not a great trait, let me tell you, because when you're being a people pleaser, you are actually not honoring yourself, and the universe will always put you last, because you yourself are not honoring yourself, and you're just worried about other people. So stop people pleasing, in case anyone of them who's watching this reel is here. Okay, now surrender to prayer. Surrender comparisons with other people. This is a big disease, I would say, because people love to keep comparing themselves with others. Now this is something which you've got to be very careful about. You will get what you have to get in your time. Whatever you have destined, you will surely get it. You don't have to compare yourself with others just to prove your worth. Surrender to spirit. Surrender to miracles. Miracles are real, my friend. Surrender your fear of intimacy. Surrender to wonder and awe. Surrender negative thinking. Surrender stubbornness. Surrender your need to be always right. Surrender to what is. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Surrender to creativity. Surrender to your intuition. Surrender to success. Obsessive thinking, setting limits, belief in scarcity, divine timing, addictions, attachments to results, desire to control people, rest and sleep, wisdom of your bodies. Surrender the drama, silence, the magic of who you are, procrastination, soul's path, and surrender to the beauty of natural world. Now here, if you see, the author has literally made an effort to cover everything possible, and that's why I love this beautiful deck. If you like this deck, please do comment in the comment section and let me know what deck do you want to know next, and do you want a specific reading from this deck. And if you like the video, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.